Rain poured over the city that night, washing away the dust and the dignity of a man named Ethan Cole. He stood outside the luxury restaurant, his shirt clinging to his back, his hands trembling around a delivery bag. Inside the bag was food he could barely afford, paid for with the last of his tips so his daughter, Lily, could have a proper dinner after her school recital. But as fate would have it, one wrong delivery changed everything. When Ethan stepped inside the glittering restaurant lobby, his shoes squeaked on the marble. The maitre d' gave him a disapproving glance, but before Ethan could explain himself, a commotion broke out near the private suite upstairs. A woman's voice, soft yet commanding, echoed through the hall. "You'll regret this, Vincent. You've crossed the line." Then came the sound of shattering glass. Ethan froze as a tall man in an expensive suit stormed out. Vincent Gray, CEO of the Gray Corporation, was known for his temper, and tonight it blazed brighter than ever. Beside him, his mistress, a young woman with emerald eyes and a bruised cheek, stumbled into Ethan's path. Without thinking, Ethan caught her before she hit the ground. "Are you okay?" he asked quietly. But that small act of kindness sealed his fate. Vincent's eyes narrowed. "Who the hell are you?" "I was just..." Before Ethan could finish, the boss grabbed a decorative stick from the wall and struck him across the back. The crack echoed like thunder. Ethan stumbled, pain flaring through him as his delivery bag hit the floor. "You touch what's mine, and you pay for it," Vincent growled. The woman tried to intervene. "Stop it. He was helping me." But Vincent's security dragged her away, and Ethan was left kneeling on the cold floor, humiliated and bleeding. By the time he limped home that night, his daughter was asleep on the couch, clutching her school trophy. He sank to his knees beside her, tears mingling with the rain still clinging to his skin. That should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. The next morning, a black car pulled up outside Ethan's rundown apartment building. Out stepped three men in dark coats. They looked nothing alike, yet there was something about their presence, controlled, powerful, and cold, that made the air heavy. "Ethan Cole," the tallest one asked. His voice was deep, steady. "We need to talk." Ethan hesitated. "Who are you?" "Let's just say we have unfinished business with Vincent Gray." They introduced themselves as the Kingsley brothers, Adrian, Damien, and Leo. Billionaire CEOs who had once been silent partners in Gray Corporation until Vincent betrayed them and stole their late father's company. They had been searching for a way to bring him down quietly, until last night. "The woman you helped," Adrian said, "was our sister." Ethan's eyes widened. "Your sister?" "Her name is Isabella Kingsley. Vincent used her to access our family's private accounts. When she found out, he threatened her life." Leo leaned forward, his gaze sharp. "And then he beat an innocent man because you tried to help her. We won't let that go unanswered." Ethan didn't understand why they were telling him this. He was just a single dad trying to make ends meet. "What does this have to do with me?" "Everything," Damien replied. "You're the proof we needed. Your courage gave us a way in." The brothers explained their plan. With Ethan's testimony and the security footage from the restaurant, which they had already obtained, they could expose Vincent's crimes, from fraud to abuse. But they didn't want to just ruin him legally. They wanted him to feel the weight of his actions, the way Ethan had felt that night on the floor. Ethan hesitated. "I don't want revenge. I just want peace for my daughter." Adrian nodded. "Then we'll make sure you get it. You've suffered enough." Days later, the story exploded across every news outlet. Gray Corporation CEO under investigation for assault and fraud. Vincent tried to run, but the Kingsley brothers' reach was far greater than he imagined. Every lie he told, every deal he manipulated, was dragged into the light. When police finally arrested him, cameras captured Isabella standing beside Ethan, holding his hand. Her bruises had faded, replaced by quiet strength. And then came the helicopter. It landed in the middle of Ethan's street one morning, the wind whipping through the alleyways. Neighbors peeked through their curtains as the Kingsley brothers stepped out once again. Adrian handed Ethan an envelope. Inside were documents, ownership papers for a small logistics firm under the Kingsley Group. "You've been through hell," Adrian said. "You deserve a new start." Ethan stared at the papers, speechless. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll build something better," Leo said. "For your daughter." Lily ran out of the apartment, waving. The brothers smiled, their usual stoicism melting for a brief moment. As the helicopter rose into the sky, Ethan watched it disappear over the horizon. He felt the weight of the past lift from his shoulders. What began as a cruel twist of fate, a beating born from another man's jealousy, had turned into something far greater. He had lost his pride that night in the rain, but found something stronger in return: justice, kindness, and the chance to rewrite his story. And for the first time in years, Ethan Cole smiled at the rising sun, knowing that the worst night of his life had led him exactly where he was meant to be.